Hi everyone, welcome back. We are going to start actually stitching right now, and I'm super excited to get started. I wanted to point a couple of things out on your grade sheet just to kind of like let you see. But we're going to talk about how to get started with the X's. And so, first of all, it has a little fun thing up here. It says, let's begin. And then they ask you to make sure that you're cool and ready to go. They ask you, do you have it in the hoop? Yep. Do you have your needle threaded with the right color? Yep. And then you're ready to start going. So it says you're going to come through the fabric at the X. You're going to pull the thread through, leaving a 1-inch tail on the back. So I'll show you how to do that. And they're saying that you don't need to put a knot in it. Why? Because you're going to be stitching over the top of it. And so as a result, it's going to like force it down automatically. So you don't need to put a specific knot to start. So I'll show you how to do that. Also, you can see here in the picture, they're showing you from 1 to 2. So they're going to go from the bottom left to the top right. Then you're going to go from the bottom left to, the bottom right to the top left. So it's literally like drawing the X this way and then this way, and then this way. So that's what you're doing. So that way, when you get done with your first one, then you start back down this way. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll show you how that looks. I know that can sound a little bit confusing, but I'm going to show you how that looks. All right. So I know that I'm supposed to be starting with yellow down here at the bottom. I know my first full row is in fact yellow. And so I'm going to start on the bottom. Got to find the right spot. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is just getting in the right spot. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up, but remember I need to leave a 1-inch tail on the back. I'm going to leave mine just a little bit longer than that. That's probably like 1.5 inches. And you do want to kind of hold on to it for a little bit because you don't want to lose it. So I'm going to just kind of hold on to it on the edge of my thing until I get a few stitches going. So then they say you need to go, they say you need to go to the top of the X. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the top of the X, and these are really small. So we pull down. Don't pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, you'll start pulling that through, and we don't want that to go through. Now we're going to come up from the bottom. We got to be in that X, okay? So this does take a little bit of time and patience. Make sure you're in the right spot. Again, don't pull too rough, because you don't want to pull it out. So there's my first one. Yay, first one done. That wasn't too hard. So far what we've done, if we're looking at instructions, is we've done 1 to 2, 3 to 4. Now we're going to do 5 to 6, okay? So let's do 5 to 6. So that would be the next spot down here. Hold on, I got to get to it. Just making sure I'm in the perfect spot. Hopefully you can see my needle. And we're in that bottom left corner. And again, I don't have to worry about changing colors right now because I know this whole bottom row is just yellow. And so no need to worry there. Already my thread is going to start staying down, and you can see I'm pulling on it. No issues now. So my tail is holding just fine. I don't need to worry about holding it anymore. So already after just 1 stitch, I don't need to worry about it coming undone. So got that done. Now we're going to do 5 to 6. So bottom. You're always coming from the bottom and going up. Okay, so 5, 6. So left to right, right to left, basically. So here we go down on the bottom here. Again, the hardest part is just finding, are you in the right spot? And I just want to get mine exact. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can maybe see even a little bit better. Okay, so again, I'm down here in this bottom left, pulling it up, going here, because this is 1 to 2. So you can think about it as left to right, right to left. And then you're always starting on the bottom. So you're always starting on the bottom. Go up. And once you get the hang of this, this is really a nice, relaxing activity to do. You can make some really cute and cool things with cross-stitching. This is called stamped cross-stitching, which is what you want to start with first. They have another thing called counted cross-stitching. It's a little bit more of a challenge. You have to count over to get in the right spots. But you know, this is a great starter one. And then once you kind of get the hang of this, you can try counted cross-stitch. Now, I do want to remind you, as we keep making our X's, that you do not have it knotted here. I did leave just like a tail the top like a 3-inch tail. So as I'm sewing, I'm just kind of holding the top of the needle, and that will keep that from coming undone. Okay. So right to left to right, right to left. And look how good it's already looking. I'm already getting excited. I'm like, oh, wow, this is looking cute. And these are going to be obviously yours to keep. You can trim the thread later. I'll show you how you can finish it up later. There's a couple ways to finish it off, actually. And then you could hang it. You could hang it and display it in your room. You could give it as a gift. Obviously, don't forget to submit your work first, but you can do a lot of things with these. They come much bigger. You can do people do huge ones. They're like the size of a big picture frame on their wall. And that could take you months and months and months to work on. This should not take you months and months and months to work on because it's fairly small. I mean, this is a little tiny one. This is a starter one. This is a kind of dabble your feet in it and try it out kind of thing. So I'm getting to the end of my first row. Where am I at? There we go. And already looking super cute. I'm getting excited. Now I need to stop and look at my pattern. Now I'm looking, oops, sorry, get on the camera. My next pattern is still saying those little equal signs. So for me, that is the yellow. And so no change here. But do you notice in the next one, do you see how there is 1 0? That is meaning I don't do the yellow there. Instead, I'm going to do 1 stitch of light yellow. So to get the shading feature on your project, that's where it starts. So matter of fact, this right here, this spot right here is that lighter stitch. You can see it's just a little bit lighter. It's got a little bit of shading. So when I come back on that row, then I will have to switch to the next color. What I can do is I can kind of skip it and come back to it. All right. So now I'm going to go this row, and I'm going to start on the back. And now I'm going to work left to right, but I'm still going to go in the same order. So I'm going to go left bottom to right top, right bottom. Oops, I'm getting in the right spot. Right bottom to left top. So on that third row, when it tells me, I'm looking at my picture and it's 2 over. So when I get over here, I go 1, 2. That third X is going to be light color. That's going to be that lighter color. And so that's what you're going to be looking at as you go. Now, I'm not going to obviously videotape me doing this entire project because that would take a very long time and you guys would definitely get bored watching me that long. But I kind of wanted to get on here and show you guys how to get started. I am going to also talk really quickly about how do you know when to end and how do you end it, okay? Because that's also a really important part that you guys are going to need to know. But I am going to save that for another video. So I'm going to make that a third video about how to end your thread and how to then either rethread or how to start with another color. So we're going to do that in a separate video so I don't overwhelm you guys. And then that should be the last video that you guys kind of need for the major part of the cross stitch. You might have also looked ahead a little bit and noticed that there is one other part of the cross stitch, which is talking about back stitching. I will also make a video about that. And that is talking about how to line it. And if you look at the photo, okay, you can see that there's this little black line. So there's a way to do that and make it nice and crisp and clean. And so I will be showing that. So we should have a total of 4 videos. Like I said, the next one's going to show you how to end it. And then how to get switched to the next color. And then the last video will be about how to do an outline. And then I'll also probably talk to you at that same time about how to finish it off and get the back, how to get this to where it looks pretty and there's nothing showing from the front anymore on the sides. So that'll be what I do next. But let me finish this last stitch and then I will end our video and you guys will be able to get started. Then don't forget, you'll want to watch the next video to see how to end it. Before I do that, I do want to kind of talk to you about how much string do you need, because you've got to make sure you have enough. So guys, make sure that you have about 4 or 5 inches of string. That is usually from your index finger to your thumb. So I've got extra. I'm not really ready to do it yet. I'm not ready to end yet. But make sure that you leave enough, and then you'll come back and watch the next video about how to end it and switch colors. All right, bye guys.